And welcome back. It's summer in the Netherlands. And a few days ago it was like 36 degrees, so a good time to look at a neck fan. I actually picked it up last year on AliExpress, and I believe I paid €4 and change for it. So for that price, I'm thinking it can't be that good. But we're gonna find out. And on the site, it says using a 7,000 milliamp hour battery, but if you look further, it says 2,000 milliamp hour. So this is it. It's flexible. Yeah, it's already squeaking a bit. Does feel light, but anyway, if it's good, it's good. So I'm gonna try it out the coming days. I'm gonna check out the comfort, charging time, battery life, and see if it's quiet and if it's actually worth buying or not. So this is it. The neck fan. All right, let's jump to the future. And it's actually a few weeks later when I started the video. It was nice and sunny, and in between it was really tropical. There were actually days when it got up to 35, 36 degrees. So now I decided to finish up the video and let's see what the weather is doing. Yeah, okay, let's take it inside. So in the unboxing, I was complaining a bit about the quality, but I'm going to say the quality is actually quite okay, especially for the price. It's not premium or anything, but it is nice and it does look robust. Only thing that does make it look a little bit cheap, in my opinion, is this color. But I mean, yeah, it is cheap. Aside from the fact that it does look robust, it is only 207 grams, so it's actually quite light. And it does have a digital display, which will show you the battery life and the fan speed. After using it for a while, it will go dark and you will only see a tiny little fan speed. What I would like is just press a button and get it to show you the current speed and the battery life. But if you press a button, it's going to jump to the next speed. And it does have 5 speeds. And taking a look at the vents, as you can see, vents at the bottom and vent on top, but there's none at the back of it, so it's not gonna cool your neck. And what about comfort? Well, it's actually quite comfortable. This part is plastic and it's not really sticky, so it will slide around a bit, especially if you are busy in your garden or taking a walk or whatever. So you will find yourself adjusting it now and again, but still good. And they are saying it's bladeless, and if you take a look into it, then you will see tiny little scoops. So guess they're right. It will get dirty, of course, and if you want to clean it out, if you're really good, you could open it, but if not, you could just give it a little spray to get it clean again. So does it work? Yes, it does. However, it is going to depend on the temperature, humidity, and the fan speed. If the air quality is bad and you're using it at a lower speed, so if it's really humid, then it's actually going to make the situation worse. So in that case, it's better not to use it or to turn it all the way up. If the quality is good, you are going to get a nice amount of cooling already on the lowest speed. And in that case, if you're going to turn it all the way up, it's actually going to feel kind of cold. If you look on the site, it is going to say if you push a button for 2 seconds, you're going to activate the heating function. That's for the original product, not for this one, the knockoff. So that's definitely not going to work. Just like the battery, it says 7,000 milliamp hour. Like I said already, it's only 2,000, even if that is right. But more about the battery later. So what about my first impression? Well, first impression wasn't really that good because it was making a lot of noise, a lot of vibration, a lot of rattling, almost like something was loose inside of it. And it would get worse depending on your movement, and sometimes it would be completely quiet. So if you are sensitive to certain sounds, it probably is not going to be for you. But I'm going to give you a demonstration later, and then you could judge for yourself. So in a run test, The fan ran for a while, it stopped, I left it for a while, I turned it on again, and it ran for a while. So I'm going to give you the first time, the second time, and the total time. The test on the lowest speed I also did 3 times, and every time was different, so I'm going to give it to you also. The first test was 2 hours and 5 minutes. I left for a while, then I went again, and I got 12 more minutes, so it came up to 2 hours and 17 minutes. Second round test, also on the lowest speed, I got 1 hour and 44 minutes, left it for a while, then I got 17 more minutes, so that came up to 2 hours and 1 minute. And the third time I did the run test on the lowest speed, I got 1 hour and 34 minutes, left it for a while, then I got 11 more minutes, and that gave me 1 hour and 45 minutes. So, as you can see, the battery is kind of degrading already, or I don't know, maybe there's some other factor in it. So, looking at speed 2, I got 1 hour and 30 minutes. After it stopped, I couldn't go any further because it was empty. On the third test, I got 1 hour and 11 minutes. On fourth speed, I got 1 hour and 5 minutes. And running it on a maximum, which is speed 5, I got 48 minutes. After a while, I got 8 more minutes, which took it up to 56 minutes. So, as you can see, there is a quite sizable difference in the run time. And what about recharging? There's also fast charging, but you should take that with a grain of salt. So 5 minutes, going to take you up to 27%. 10 minutes is going to take you up to 79%. And 16 minutes is going to take you up to 99% from 1%. However, from 99 to 100 is going to take another 60 minutes or even longer. So let's say you would disconnect right at the 99% mark, and you are going to run it. If you run it on the lowest speed, it's going to give you 45 minutes. If you run it on the second speed, it's going to give you 36 minutes. Third speed, it's going to give you 28 minutes. Fourth speed is going to give you 26 minutes. So not a really big difference with the third speed. And the runs on max is going to give you 21 minutes. So it is still usable, and at least you know. Okay, so let's give it a run, and then you could experience the sound for yourself. This is the lowest speed. Second speed. Of course, that was a demonstration on the table. In real life, it is going to sound different, so let's see how it would sound when I'm really using it with the mic connected. And another test to show you what a fan is like. Mic is connected to my chest, so I'm going to go through the speeds, and you could experience it for yourself. And going up to 5. Off. And then do something stupid. Just going to do it like this. Speed 1. And the rattling I was talking about is actually a little bit on the left side. Let's see if I could pick it up. The left side is kind of whining a bit. And sometimes when you move around, it is going to be a little bit more or a little bit less. But maybe if you run it for a while, then it's going to get less. So maybe that's why I don't really notice it that much. Okay. Time for my conclusion. So there is no EU certification, so I'm just running my own little test. And it is going quite well, actually, surprisingly. But please be careful with moving parts, and especially around children. So I did stick a pin inside of it. One side stopped turning, but it didn't shut off. And when I removed the pin, it continued working. So it is looking okay, but like I said, be careful, and especially when using around children. So, conclusion. Well, the video is too long. It's also getting kind of dark. Anyway, it is quite okay for what it is, and especially for the price. It does look really nice, and someone asked me if it was a speaker, a shoulder speaker, so I could understand. But it's quite okay. Do miss the vents at the back, so it's not going to cool your neck. And if you're really busy and it's really warm, this might make it a little bit warmer in your neck, also the back of your neck. So something you need to keep in mind. If you're using it occasionally, I would say it's okay. But if you're going to be using it like every single day and you want to charge it and use it again, so maybe like multiple times a day, you have to keep the battery in mind, because as you can see, between the first run test and the third one, there was a few weeks, and there was also a significant drop in the battery life. I think it was like 32 minutes difference. So not really sure why. I mean, okay, it is a cheap product, so can't expect too much, I guess. But if you want, I would say if you want a really good one, then you will need to spend a little bit more, maybe, I don't know, 25, 30 euros or more, and then you could get one that's better. And also, it's not really quiet, so if you're watching TV and you're using it on a lower speed, it's going to be okay. Anything above that, you will need to turn your TV up a little bit, and if you're running it in 5, well, communicating is going to be next to impossible. If you have some true wireless, you could use those also. And if you get a good seal, then it's going to block out most of the rattling, and you're just going to get this nice wind gushing across your ears. So that's really nice. But keep in mind, if you're using it in a quiet room, or maybe in a library, people studying, you're going to disturb them, and someone might come over and smack you with a book. So hope you learned something from that. Anyway, thank you all so much for checking out the video. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Are you using one of them? Are you planning to pick one up? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that's going to be. Maybe next week, or if I can make a video, I'm going to try to make a tech talk. Okay, thank you all so much. See you next time.